hartlike welkom vanuit Johannesburg, Suid-Afrika. My naam is René Strydom en ek is die streeksbestuurder van Micromine Africa. A warm welcome from sunny South Africa. My name is René Strydom and I'm the Regional Manager for Micromine Africa. Really excited to welcome you to our Micromine 2020 Unpacked event. The last 6 odd months have been challenging for most businesses and individuals alike. We have been fortunate that the mining industry in Africa have shown resolve during these trying times. During this time, Micromine continued development of its intuitive mining solutions, paired with innovative commercial offerings and world-class service to ensure maximum value to you, our valued client. During the last 6 months, we've managed to provide the market with our April is on Us campaign, the introduction of subscription offering for the African clients, the launch of MFX, and the introduction of free scheduled online training for our Micromine product. In addition to this, we've also added continued professional development recognition for our online Micromine training, validated through the Geological Society of South Africa and registered at the South African Council for Natural Scientific Professionals. We've also seen the successful, fully remote deployment of our Pitram fleet management and mine control solution in Greece. We're excited to use this event to showcase some of our latest development that include, amongst others, a new ribbon interface within Micromine 21. Pitram will see the introduction of a new peer-to-peer functionality, as well as the addition of our Pitram Vision technology, both very relevant to the African mining environment. Lastly, I would like to extend a special note of gratitude towards the following clients who provided testimonials: Gustav Meiberg from Nkwazi, Tony Britt from Plaktara, and Dennis Ugumang from Newmont. I hope you find the event informative, and I want to thank you for your time.
G'day from head office in Perth. I'm Adam Brew, the Regional Manager for Australia, and I'm very excited to welcome you all today to our virtual release 2020 Unpacked. As many of you know, we've been extremely fortunate in our region to have defied the global trends in exploration, drilling and expenditure. We've seen a resurgence in exploration activities and evolving requirements for our customers, and Micromine has been there to support our current and new customers in meeting their goals. Over the past 6 months, we've been delighted to work with a host of new projects across all of our offerings, as well as to continue to support our existing customers with our dedicated support desk and remote implementation services. COVID's undoubtedly tested many providers in the market, however it has not slowed us down one bit. Earlier this year we launched the MFX software in June, which has exceeded all expectations for uptake through our free download. The response to our free April is on Us campaign allowed users to unlock more value from Micromine software during a particularly challenging time. We are committed to our promise on delivering a 6-monthly release cycle, which is why we're all here today, and I certainly look forward to hearing your feedback and working with you in the future. I'm particularly excited about the Micromine 21 update to the user interface, which provides a far more intuitive experience with context-sensitive ribbon design and a fresh new look. In Pitram, we've worked tirelessly to deliver a software which bridges the gaps in network coverage commonly experienced underground with our peer-to-peer technology. This is the value which our customers expect from their investment, and Micromine is certainly here to deliver on that expectation. So, once again, welcome to 2020 Unpacked. I'm sure you'll be impressed, and I look forward to working with you all in the future.
Кеш жарық, құрметті достар, әріптестер. Алматы қаласына қош келіпсіздер. Менің атым Жасхан Байров, мен Micromine Орталық Азияның басшысымын. Мен сіздерді Micromine 2021 виртуалдық шараға келгендеріңізге қатты қуаныштамын. Осы ауыр экономикалық жағдайда біздің компания клиенттерімізге өз қызметтерін оңайтуда. Бұл тек қана тегін вебинарлар мен техникалық қолдаулар ғана емес, осымен қоса бүгінгі кеште біз сіздерге жаңа мүмкіндікпен жаңа технологияларды көрсеткіміз келеді. Әлбетте, менің ойымша бұл өте пайдалы және өте керек зат деп ойлаймын. Осымен қоса біз осы жаңа шараға өз пікірін қалдырған біздің әріптестерімізге алғысымызды айтқымыз келеді. Бұл Ложников Андрей Борисович Кастинг компаниясынан, Сушков Константин Геннадьевич Казахотын компаниясынан, Георгий Георгиевич Фрейман GeoMine Project компаниясынан және Тілекберді Мұратұлы Мұрат Алтын Алмас компаниясынан. Micromine компаниясы сізбен бірге әрқашан. Рахмет.
Selamat datang di Micromind Indonesia. Selamat bergabung hari ini dalam acara Micromind Virtual Release Event 2020. Selama lebih dari 35 tahun, Micromind telah hadir di Indonesia dan telah dipercaya oleh banyak pertambangan untuk dapat memaksimalkan nilai aset dan meningkatkan produktivitas. Micromind sebagai penyedia solusi perangkat lunak inovatif terkemuka berkomitmen untuk selalu mengembangkan produk kami demi memenuhi kebutuhan pelanggan. Dan update perangkat lunak setiap 6 bulan juga merupakan bagian dari komitmen yang kami berikan bagi pelanggan kami. Dalam situasi COVID-19 saat ini, tidak menghentikan Micromind untuk terus berinovasi dan memberikan layanan terbaik kepada pelanggan kami. Kampanye Micromind Free April 2020, kami telah memberikan ratusan lisensi Micromind gratis di Indonesia dan total ribuan lisensi gratis di seluruh dunia. Tidak hanya itu, kami juga merilis Micromind Effect atau MFX, serta merilis subscription bundle atau paket berlangganan yang memudahkan user dalam menentukan modul yang tepat sesuai dengan kebutuhan pekerjaannya. Dan saya sangat merasa senang dengan pembaruan Micromind 2021 dengan tampilan baru yang memberikan kemudahan dalam penggunaannya. Serta untuk Pitram yang berada dalam Center of Your Mining Ecosystem, ini menyediakan berbagai fungsi untuk merekam data peralatan, personal, dan material. Pada kesempatan kali ini, saya juga ingin mengucapkan terima kasih kepada klien kami yang bersedia mencoba versi beta kami dan memberikan video testimonial yang menceritakan bagaimana pengalaman selama menggunakan produk Micromind. Terima kasih dan selamat menikmati event ini.
Сайн байна уу? Эрхэм харилцагчдаа. Тун удахгүй бид та бүхэнд Micromind-ийн 2021 дугаар хөлбөрийг танилцуулах гэж байна. Үүнд бид маш их баяртай байна. Энэ хөлбөр та бүхний хүсэн хүлээж байсан маш олон шинэлэг зүйлс орсон гэдэгт бид итгэж байна. Цаг тахлын хүндэтгэл цаг үед Micromind-ийн шийдлүүд та бүхний ажлыг улам илүү аюулгүй, улам илүү үр бүтээлтэй, өндөр өгөөжтэй ажиллуулахад тус болно гэдэгт найдаж байна. Та бүхэндээ баярлалаа.
Добрый день, уважаемые коллеги. Меня зовут Борис, я являюсь генеральным директором ООО «Micromind Rus». Я рад вас приветствовать на мероприятии, посвященном запуску новых версий программной линейки Micromind. В этом году, конечно, нам хотелось бы провести это мероприятие офлайн, но в силу обстоятельств мы делаем это онлайн. Тем не менее, мы подготовили для вас целый ряд сюрпризов, один из которых заключается в том, что мы будем осуществлять запуск не только новой версии программы Micromind, но также новых версий Геобанка и Питрам. При этом Micromind вас порадует новым интерфейсом, улучшенным функционалом модуля BVR и существенно переработанным модулем условного моделирования, который стал работать значительно быстрее. Программа Геобанк сейчас содержит новый функционал по редактированию форм, а система Питрам также обзавелась новым интерфейсом и существенно улучшила свою производительность. В 2020 году в связи с пандемией мы запустили целый ряд новых кампаний, направленных на то, чтобы облегчить переход наших пользователей на удаленный метод работы. Мы предоставили новые версии программных продуктов, бесплатное обучение, серия вебинаров. Для студентов были представлены бесплатные версии Micromind на период подготовки и защиты дипломных проектов. Мы надеемся, что ситуация в корне изменится уже в ближайшем будущем. Тем не менее, мы подготавливаем еще несколько акций, которые будут приятным сюрпризом уже в конце этого непростого года. Так что надеюсь, что в череде всего, что произошло за последние 10 месяцев, наша презентация будет очень приятным и хорошим мероприятием. Поэтому удачи вам, здоровья, все нормально, двигаемся дальше.
Hi, and welcome to the Americas. I'm Derek Cooper, the Regional Manager, based out of beautiful Vancouver, Canada. Today, it's my pleasure to have you join us for the 2020 Unpacked event. 2020 has been a very busy year for us. We've learned to work remotely. Precious metal prices are encouraging a flurry of exploration activity, keeping everybody busy. And we've been working really hard to improve our products, and especially making them easier for our growing list of clients to use. We all know that data connectivity can be an issue, especially underground. But now, this year, PitRAM uses peer-to-peer connectivity to help you deal with those dead spots in your network. To make remote work and work sharing easier, we launched our free viewer, Micromine FX, which has been a huge hit with our consulting clients. It allows them to easily share their projects, both amongst themselves and with project owners alike. And now, the really big one, what we're here for today. We're releasing Micromine 2021. It's an update to a bunch of our already popular features, but most notably, we've enhanced the GUI. It's much more intuitive, and it's quite popular already with our beta testers. We feel it's extremely important that geologists and engineers have a set of intuitive and powerful tools to assist them in their complex tasks. And these are the types of changes that are at the core of all the updates that we're showcasing at this launch. But even more important than our technological advancements, I'm excited to share with you some comments from a few of our clients as they explain how Micromine is helping them be more productive. So now they can spend more time solving problems and less time struggling with cumbersome tools. I hope you enjoy the event, and if you have any questions throughout, we'd love to hear from you either in the sessions or using the Contact Us form. Now, back to our CEO, Andrew Birch.
Hello everyone and welcome, and thank you for joining. It has been an exciting year to say the least, and I'm thrilled to be here at 2020 Unpacked to share our latest innovations with you all. In a world where being connected is more important than ever, we feel honoured to see thousands of you have joined us from around the world to discover the latest innovations across our whole suite of products. Mining and technology for mining is adapting rapidly and has proven time and time again to be a rock-solid foundation of the world's prosperity. At Micromine, we've worked hard to deliver our promise of providing intuitive software that makes mining easier. Today, I would like to share some of the work that we have completed over the last 12 months that I believe will make a real difference for you, our clients. Last year, we launched Micromine Subscription in Australia to ensure clients could access the tools they need when they need them most, that they always had the latest functionality and at a lower entry level of investment. This year, we expanded our Micromine Subscription offering to include North America, Africa, Europe, and Indonesia. Since the launch, demand in Australia has doubled and our regions have heard fantastic feedback from our customers. On the back of this success, I'm excited to announce that by 2021, we'll have completed the rollout of Micromine Subscription around the world. As of today, we'll also be offering our PitRAM solution on subscription globally. More details on this will come out over the next few weeks, but if you'd like to learn more, feel free to book a meeting with one of our knowledgeable team members on the 2020 Unpacked Virtual Hub. This is an exciting time for our current PitRAM customers and potential PitRAM customers. The challenges of the pandemic have only further solidified our commitment to ensure you have access to the best technology available. We have overcome site access restrictions, implemented remote training, and successfully achieved PitRAM fully remotely implemented, which is a great result. During the peak of the pandemic, Micromine wanted to give back to the mining community. In the month of April, we offered free access to Micromine 2020, which attracted over 3,500 licenses, enabling everyone to continue working and make the most of their time in pandemic lockdown. We love that customers had the chance to experience our product firsthand and get support they needed throughout. Due to your feedback and the great success of this offer, we are pleased to provide everyone tuning in today with free access to the software for the next 30 days so you can experience the Micromine 2021 features firsthand. Keep watching and find out how you can be part of this offering, and we'll reveal more details later. Micromine has been at the forefront of providing technology for mining companies around the world for more than 30 years. Our technology is ever evolving to meet the needs of mining professionals like yourselves. By developing smart solutions, we enable greater efficiency, flexibility, and increased revenue for our customers. Local representation around the globe allows us to produce outstanding products with continual improvement. By bringing people, process, and technology together, we are committed to never stop innovating. Over 50,000 hours of development have been dedicated into these releases, and we're excited to show you some great innovations. Just to touch on a couple I'm very excited about. Starting with Micromine. Micromine 2021 has seen the biggest change in the product's history with the introduction of a comprehensively redesigned user interface, our new ribbon, a fully customizable toolbar that makes your workflows easier. I'm also excited to share our new point-to-point technology within our PitRAM product. This fully connected Wi-Fi-less underground communication capability enables information to get back to the control room without needing extensive Wi-Fi infrastructure. Micromine has a long history of partnering with our customers to deliver true value, and the new features you'll see today are a great example how we are achieving this. And on that note, I invite you to hear from our product strategy managers as they go into more detail on the new releases.
Hi, I'm Adrian Young, Product Strategy Manager for Micromine. I've been with Micromine for 3 months now, but what an exciting time to join this talented team. What you'll see today is a completely new phase in the evolution of Micromine, and we think it's going to make a big difference to the way you explore, model, estimate, design, optimize and schedule your projects. You already know that Micromine has a long history of enabling your industry, equipping geologists with an in-depth understanding of their projects so prospective regions can be targeted more accurately, and giving miners the interactive and easy-to-use modelling, estimation and design tools they need to simplify day-to-day design and production tasks. For more than 30 years, Micromine has led the way with intuitive design, advanced functionality and innovative capabilities. Micromine was the first to lead geologists and engineers out of the DOS era. In 2013, we introduced implicit modelling and stratigraphic modelling. And in 2018, we introduced the ability to display seismic data in 3D. But throughout that long history, the key to our success in bringing these innovations to market has been the voice of our customers, suggesting new features, challenging us to solve complex problems, and inspiring us to deliver intuitive software that delivers powerful capability and value for money. Whether it's through our global support team talking with users every day, our sales teams working with mine operators around the world, or the targeted conversations we have with our user groups. Over the past year or so, we've heard 4 consistent themes in what you've told us. You told us Micromine should be easier to use, less cluttered, more customisable, with a more contemporary look and feel. And there should be faster ways to find the features and commands you use regularly. You told us that exploration is more challenging than ever, and that you need even more sophisticated modelling tools that allow you to make smarter exploration decisions that minimise guesswork. You told us that your underground mining planners need a broader suite of mine design tools, built to address challenging underground design environments and capable of reconciling with as-mined developments. And you told us how critical optimised scheduling is to mine efficiency, that having a powerful scheduling capability and allowing mine planners to model interactively and communicate clearly with shift teams helps you make the big decisions with confidence. So, in the lead up to today, our teams have been working really hard to design the new Micromine 2021. So let me show you how that work picks up on what you've told us and delivers software that's easier to use than ever before, yet more powerful and comprehensive than any other general mining package available. The first thing you'll notice in Micromine 2021 is a completely redesigned user interface. Our aim was to provide a look and feel that was fresh but familiar, and gave our users the ability to customise it to suit their workflows. We wanted Micromine 2021 to be software our customers actually enjoy using, but adapted intelligently to anticipate your next step. We wanted an interface that made it easy to find the commands and tools you use every day, and maybe even help you discover features you never knew were there. We didn't just want an update, we wanted to transform the entire experience for you, the Micromine user. Delivering this transformation has been a focal point for our business for more than a year, and we're really pleased with the results. We heard the feedback from our users that they found the menu and toolbar-based interface of previous versions cluttered, intimidating. The new interface in Micromine 2021 is built around a ribbon-style design with a clean, contemporary look, similar to apps you're already used to working with, like Microsoft Office or AutoCAD. The ribbon makes it easy to find all of the tools and commands in Micromine 2021 and even discover previously buried features you might not even know existed. And our enhanced search command is always available if you're having trouble finding what you need. Each ribbon tab contains groups of commands and features that you can tear off so they become floating toolbars, so that the tools you need are right where you're working. You can easily add tool or commands to your favourite pane or quick access toolbar, so access to the tools you love is always lightning fast. You can even create your own tabs with any of the tools or commands you want, name them and position them wherever it works best for you. And once you've got your layout just right, you can save it so that when you use Micromine, that layout is available to you without having to set it up every time. And it's not just the layout of the interface that's been redesigned. We've reimagined a staggering 1,300 icons, making them more illustrative of their underlying functions and ensuring the most frequently used icons are large enough to quickly catch your eye as you work. The icons are fully transformed when you customise the colour theme of the workspace. And whatever colour theme you choose, you'll notice the crisp, contemporary look, helping you spend less time searching and more time doing. A major element in delivering that efficient user experience has been our obsessive focus on designing the software so it responds contextually to the work you're doing and anticipates your next step. We've been studying how our customers use Micromine since the 1990s, so we've got a pretty good idea of the workflows you rely on and how they're typically executed. So as you move through your favourite workflows in Micromine 2021, you'll notice the software anticipating what you want to do next, surfacing the tools and commands we know you will need to get to your next step. We're really excited to see how Micromine 2021 will help you work more efficiently and use the software to its full potential. And as it does in every update to Micromine, that potential keeps growing. In Micromine 2021, we've made substantial enhancements to our Mine Scheduler, which will allow mine engineers to model interactively, automate processes efficiently, and work collaboratively, all within the integrated Micromine platform. Our Mine Scheduler now enables you to build and visualize an optimized schedule through configurable reporting templates, scripting capability, and scenarios built from real-world constraints. Visualizations can be simplified through the use of criteria to group or sort tasks, and color-coded to amplify the presentation impact of your plan. And new Gantt chart tools arm mine planners with flexible filtering, grouping and sorting capabilities. Using the new report generator in Mine Scheduler, planners have the ability to go beyond standard report formats, customising their reports to present the specific information that they need to see in the format that suits them best. Mine engineers can now model the effect of various scenarios with intuitive tools to create, group and sort tasks in the schedule, as well as add or remove a range of predefined constraints, or set their own customisable constraints to the schedule. With the addition of a new scripting interface, advanced users can now build their schedule from scratch using Micromine's powerful scripting and automation capabilities. This new level of extensibility means planners can work with highly complex operational requirements, all within the Micromine integrated platform. In this release, Micromine continues to evolve the capabilities of Mine Scheduler to support automated task creation dependent on criteria, allowing planners to apply advanced filters to the type of task to automate the identification of tasks and the creation of auxiliary tasks. By applying new filter controls, users can now constrain the creation of tasks and the links between different tasks in a cycle. And enhanced solver capabilities mean that planners will notice improvements in the Micromine solver, as well as being able to leverage their existing Gurobi solver license. Designed for engineers that create and revise short-term operational plans right through to life of mine plans, the Micromine Mine Scheduler makes the transition between long and short-term planning seamless. Shift planners will be able to define calendars easily, with the ability to define the available work time for equipment and resources using nestable calendars. Improvements like this, made available at the critical juncture between strategic and operational planning, will give you the confidence to make the big decisions that will make your mining operation as efficient as possible. For mine planners, there's plenty to look forward to in Micromine 2021. We know that mine planners are often importing and exporting data sets between several software solutions, and they've told us that that can expose them to a scary level of data integrity risk. So in Micromine 2021, we've really focused on building out our underground mining functionality, giving mine planners the ability to deal with a range of complex mining challenges, from strategic design and scheduling to production planning and reconciliation, all without having to juggle across software solutions, which means you can now do a whole lot more right inside the Micromine Mine Design Suite. A great example of this is the toolset we're adding to enable development drilling. Often, planners will have to jump out of their mine design software and conduct this work in CAD. Well, Micromine 2021 changes all that. For the first time in a general mining package, you'll be able to use dedicated development drilling tools to design shafts, haulage ways, ramps, crosscuts and production drives. This means planners will be able to get the job done without having to deal with multiple applications. It will all be right there inside Micromine's Mine Design Suite. We're so excited to bring this to you. It's in limited release right now, but will be publicly available really soon. In Micromine 2021, mine planners will be able to plan ring designs and reconcile them with as-developed reality. We've built a comprehensive toolkit that allows planners to import manually surveyed drill hole data, plot planned and as-drilled drill holes in a ring plot to compare their relative positioning, and then easily import as-blasted tunnel or stope profiles into the ring design. Plus, there's a new report generator that simplifies reporting and makes it super easy to communicate plans to your stakeholders. We've also made some significant enhancements to our Stope Optimizer. In Micromine 2021, you'll be able to use both the built-in solver tool and a heuristic approach, allowing you to choose the method that best suits your operational requirements. In 2021, Stope Optimizer also ships with sequencing, making it the only Stope Optimizer on the market that calculates NPV with every optimization. Micromine is the leader in mineral exploration and implicit modelling, and this release extends that lead. Micromine's ease of use, flexible bundles, and functionality that spans the exploration value chain has made Micromine a core part of standard workflows for geologists all over the world. Our latest implicit modelling package offers a comprehensive suite of functionality, including wireframing, stratigraphic modelling and resource modelling, allowing users to model any mineral deposit. In Micromine 2021, you can integrate implicit models with wireframing and resource modelling capabilities of a rich general mining package, giving you the flexibility to model your mineral deposit through a variety of workflows. Now, Micromine's implicit modeler will model at any scale, allowing you to interpret to your desired detail. We've also made improvements to our vein modeler, so you can identify thinner veins and intervals to model more granular features. You'll notice the ISO surface generator is significantly faster for most data and generates even better quality wireframes. And you can use volume visualization to refine your implicit models with tools that make it easy to adjust the resolution, shape, and behaviour of the model. Micromine 2021 expands our geostatistics and charting capabilities, giving you a new set of pre-processing tools that enable you to work effectively, even if data quality is less than ideal. These tools make it easy to conduct both first-pass modelling as well as models for presentation and reporting purposes based on the data quality. In a short space of time, the reliability, objectivity and efficiency of implicit modelling has made it the preferred data modelling method for geologists. Now, in this latest release, Micromine will make your implicit models more reliable, more objective and more efficient than ever before. There's so much more we're introducing in Micromine 2021. Around 700 new and improved features, so it's much more than I can cover with you today. So make sure you've registered for today's overview sessions with our technical experts to get a deep dive into the detail. But before I go, I want to let you know about a couple of the R&D projects that are shaping future updates to Micromine. To give you a quick sense of where we're headed, we're exploring a perennial problem for mine planners who need the tools to prepare and evaluate multiple pit design configurations to adjust for the ever-changing nature of open pit components. We're looking at more flexible ways of defining and adjusting pit ramps, berms and crest lines to give mine planners ways to adapt to the challenges of the pit design process so they can quickly update pit geometries in response to planned or actual changes on site. We believe this will strip away unnecessary complexity from their work. It'll save them a lot of time and it'll ensure their operation can respond quickly to both short-term and long-term challenges like preparing for changing economic conditions. And building on our introduction of principal component analysis tools in this release, we're continuing to investigate how machine learning, pattern recognition, multi-attribute analysis and self-organising maps can advance the state of the art in seismic interpretation. We want to provide geologists with the next generation of mining software that enhances their ability to classify, model and manipulate data in multi-dimensional space. We see tremendous opportunities to bring new resolution and clarity to processed subsurface images that are simply unachievable using conventional imaging methods. So thanks for joining me as we launch Micromine 2021. We know you're going to love how much easier it is to use, how much smarter it'll make your exploration work, and how efficient your mine will become using Micromine 2021.
Программное обеспечение Micromine очень сильно изменило наши работы, потому что раньше очень много работы делалось вручную. На данный момент достаточное количество всяких моментов делается в программном обеспечении и очень классно, скажем так.
We make investment decisions every day about allocation of drilling and new drill holes and so forth. And if we're able to see that model in a 3D format, spinning upside down and inside out as it were, it's very helpful to us to allocate exactly where we want to go with our drills.
I love the fact that I can open up a project that I worked on a year ago and it's in exactly the same state as when I left it. And I can avoid all of that retracing.
You can bring the data in easily, you can do quite specialised statistical analysis on it. You can then use the implicit modeler, whereas perhaps previously you might have had to go off and use another product to do that work. So all these things speed up the process of evaluating a project.
So I don't know just the magic software. Normally you just input data and then colorful, nice chart come up.
We actually got a really good product where there's no sort of compromise in the technical aspects. We still get a very high quality product, as well as something that suits our financial requirements.
Самое главное, вот, чем Micromine помогает нам, освободить время, чтобы геолог занимался непосредственно геологией, а не обработкой текущего потока информации.
The implicit modeling tool. It is brilliant for the quick updates of our models with the new information.
There's modifications and additions of EDA and charting tools which are quite significant.
В повседневной работе всегда присутствуют определенные процессы, и благодаря этой функции можно на одной вкладке сформировать набор инструментов для какого-то конкретного процесса, и опять же это ведет к ускорению работы. и удобство. Это просто удобно.
Но из того, что мне необходимо было на данный момент, это облако точек по маршрутерии. Очень здорово, очень интересно. Я надеюсь, когда доработают до конца этот момент, это будет просто замечательно. Нашим ребятам-маршрутерам это очень сильно нужно.
Variography has had some improvements to it. You couple that with the implicit modelling, which is also pretty robust. That's a very powerful tool to be able to assess and interpret a project.
One of my recent favorite one is the stop optimizer.
Definitely the principal component analysis. And for me, this is actually a really exciting introduction, a new feature in the product, because I can use that to interrogate my data.
The new UI, so the ribbon interface, it's clean, it's inviting, and it feels somewhat familiar, so the flow of it is very good.
Больше всего мне понравилась возможность кастомизации панели инструментов под свои собственные нужды.
I think from a technical perspective, there's always someone there you can talk to who knows the package inside out and can help you with any issues you may have.
Call them up, somebody will answer. Write an email within 24 hours, somebody will answer.
They want me to be very satisfied with their explanation.
I'm usually the person that comes up with quite complicated requests, and I usually get a response within the hour.
World class. The support of Micromine is really world class.
Quite professional and effective.
Поддержку со стороны команды Micromine я оцениваю на высочайшем уровне. Ребята всегда готовы прийти на помощь, они всегда открыты к обсуждению, поэтому исключительно на высшем уровне.
Сотрудниках, то есть если возникает какой-то серьезный вопрос, они звонят, обращаются в техническую поддержку Micromine, и им помогают, причем, может быть, я раскрою небольшой секрет, иной раз даже не в рабочее время.
I think software is going to go more toward a subscription model rather than a single user or necessarily network licenses, especially for geologists who are working on a single project or something. That might make more sense and allows you to optimize your budget.
Way that we can put data in and start to interrogate it and extract information and make interpretations more rapidly and more detailed.
With a lot of the mines becoming mechanized, I think there's going to be a unique opportunity for Micromine to build in a sense that they can accommodate different types of files, different the volumes of information that we're going to start dealing with in these new technological developments is going to be quite interesting.
The future of mining software, I think Micromine's well and truly on the track to become a one-stop shop. That seems to be the trend.
It's quite nice to see the progression of Micromine since I was introduced in 1990 till today. And the progression from when it was back then to where it is now is miles leap ahead of what is the future to be.
Fresh,
intuitive,
helpful,
faster,
versatile,
very effective.
A very good solution.
Hi everyone, I'm Chris and I've been with Micromine for over 10 years and have had the pleasure of meeting many of you. Today, I'm really pleased to give you all an overview of the latest functionality coming in PitRAM 5. But just before we dive into what PitRAM 5 means for you, let's take a small step back and set the scene. What is PitRAM? PitRAM is a mine control solution that gives you visibility and complete control of your core operational assets, your people, your locations, and equipment. As the leading underground solution, its OEM agnostic capabilities are unsurpassed and is backed by a top-tier global support and development team. It means PitRAM provides the tools your site needs to unlock key operational efficiencies, whether it's short-term shift execution capabilities or longer-term trend analysis to feed into business improvement initiatives. PitRAM enables all users involved in the mine during development and production phases to benefit from role-specific functionality, whether your engineers need to monitor drill and blast activities or your geos need to optimize their plant feeds. PitRam can integrate processes across the mining value chain. So why would you choose PitRam for your operation? In a nutshell, you would choose us because we provide a fully OEM independent mine control productivity solution that gives you complete visibility of your operational data. We listen and partner with our clients. You guys are the experts at mining, and we want to provide you with cutting-edge solutions to allow you to maximize every aspect of your operational activities. Your input is key to shaping our solutions. We grow with you. As your mine develops, no matter the size of your fleet or material moved, PitRam is a truly scalable solution. And we deliver with a wealth of expertise at our disposal across different mine types, regions, and languages. We are agile, flexible, and able to execute efficiently. We're constantly looking at trends across our client base and the broader market to steer PitRam in the same direction. And right now, that's manifesting in more flexible and accessible offerings, such as subscription, that allows us to grow with you. PitRam 5's key enhancements have been built around several important areas, which we believe are critical to your operations' success. We understand the issues operations experience with limited Wi-Fi connectivity underground. The logistical and financial considerations of maintaining near real-time Wi-Fi coverage is something we know many of you experience and struggle with. Limited visibility of assets, reduced efficiency, and other impacts are key pain points we've been working on addressing. Through our experience engaging with supervisors and managers on site, we know the value of being able to make decisions on the fly. Not having to undertake scratchy radio conversations or physically be in the control room to get a handle on what is or isn't happening is something we recognise as a priority needing addressing. Having the right data at the right time means that we can aid in improving everything from productivity to safety on your site. Timely availability of key data has been a mainstay of PitRam and something that continues to drive every site's shift handover processes. When there are problems with this information, stakeholders can be misaligned on where to focus their efforts ahead of the next shift. A continual feedback loop with our customers provides us with the metrics to monitor the effectiveness of real-time data transfer to further improve the start of every shift at every site. We know that getting timely, accurate data can be problematic. Human error, adverse environment, and multiple types of equipment can all introduce risk to data quality. Faulty sensor readings or missed buckets can have implications for KPI reporting and effective materials management. Our R&D team, in conjunction with many of you, have worked towards overcoming these issues, leveraging the latest machine learning technology. Ultimately, this has automated the data capture process for loaders, meaning your cycle and bucket data can now be relied on consistently. Lockdowns and physical distancing measures have impacted many workforces and prevented us from getting to your site. Despite the challenges of COVID-19, we've continued to explore how we can provide our exemplary level of service to existing clients and prospects. Our global operations team have recently completed a successful remote implementation of PitRam at an underground operation in Greece and are currently performing scoping activities at other sites remotely. The flexibility that remote activities provides means we can deliver services efficiently whilst minimizing disruptions to your dynamic operation. At the end of the day, the impact on each of these pain points affects your bottom line. Our passion is taking these concerns, identifying the jobs to be done, and delivering a solution that will allow us to assist your operation for years to come. Our peer-to-peer solution bridges the gap where communication back to the server is not available at the face. The peer-to-peer software can be installed on light vehicles which move around the mine, encountering heavy equipment and collecting data in areas of no network coverage before moving back to a Wi-Fi enabled area to sync the data back to the main server and into the control room. This allows miners developing new areas of their operation to keep up the communications flow without the need to immediately install or expand a communication network. We've added Shift Planner on Connect, which puts control of the shift into the hands of your supervisors and managers. You can now easily track what is happening, when it's happening, from anywhere in the mine. Redirect your resources on the fly and react quicker to deviations, improving compliance to plan and driving increases to your bottom line. PitRam Vision utilizes advanced computer vision technology combined with deep machine learning. We've developed a solution that will track your loading cycle variables, including loading time, hauling time, dumping time, travelling time, plus of course the number of buckets to stockpile a truck. Ruggedized cameras are installed on your loaders. The video feed is then processed on the Pitram mobile edge device, with the extracted information then being transferred directly to the Pitram servers for processing, completely automating the data capture process. Many of the practices in the mining industry have been turned upside down by COVID. Domestic and international travel is at a standstill, and as a result, the opportunity for face-to-face interactions normally relied upon have been affected. So while miners large and small have had to grapple with finding new ways to do business, one thing they haven't had to do is worry about how they can deploy Pitram on site when a member of Micromine's team can't physically be there. The shift to using video conferencing tools to conduct business has become a new norm. By conducting remote video sessions, which can be recorded, you get the benefit of reusable content that can be rapidly rolled out to new staff, minimizing disruption to your site's processes. So you may be wondering, how are some of these features going to help you increase productivity or reduce costs? Let's take a look at the new peer-to-peer functionality. One of the key benefits it provides is through saving time for your equipment not having to move to Wi-Fi coverage for data transfer unnecessarily. What does this mean for your site? How many loaders do you have? And how much time could you save by not having to tram unnecessarily? Multiply that by the number of loaders, by the number of shifts you run each year, it adds up pretty quickly. How much more productive could you be with that time? Could you load more trucks? If so, what is each truckload worth for your operation? You can do the math. In addition to the time and productivity benefits, you'll also benefit from more flexibility when considering your network infrastructure and the associated cost savings that can provide. I'm super excited with everything our team has been able to achieve over the past 6 to 12 months, but also for you, who will now be able to access all of the amazing enhancements and features that are part of version 5. Whether you need improved connectivity with peer-to-peer, automated data capture with Pitram Vision, or the tools to make smarter decisions throughout the shift with Pitram Connect, Pitram 5 will provide you with the means to achieve your operational goals. Hopefully you can dig a bit deeper into the what's new with Pitram 5 in the relevant technical sessions. A big thank you to all of our valued clients, especially those that have provided us with feedback and testimonials, and everyone tuning in today for the launch.
I ended up going to a lot of the meetings where all the managers got together and talked about the previous day, and their data came from Pitram. So the engineers would extract our data from the system, it would populate other reports, and yeah, that was their single source of the truth, yeah.
Толчком для нас послужило это то, что к тому периоду на Малеевском руднике были автоматизированы все стационарные установки, и оставалось одно черное пятно – это подвижной транспорт. Поэтому мы начали искать программное обеспечение, с помощью которого можно эффективно управлять parkam samochodного оборудования.
Ya, untuk Pitram sendiri sangat membantu aktivitas mulai dari hauling, loading, kita ground support dan sebagainya. Itu cukup membantu sehingga kita bisa mengontrol aktivitas setiap operator yang menggunakan alat berat. Dari sinilah kita bisa melihat performance kita, di mana yang menjadi titik-titik lemah kita bisa tingkatkan dengan mengevaluasi data yang telah diinput oleh Pitram.
Компания получила инструмент, который позволяет оперативно и в режиме реального времени реагировать на отклонения от производственного плана, принимать верные управленческие решения и более эффективно управлять производством.
There was an Excel reporting database using the pivot tables. When I became a supervisor, that was amazing for me to be able to get away from the desk and play with that and create my own reports. I was coming up with amazing information for them.
Misalkan ada insiden, ada beberapa fitur yang kita sering gunakan seperti equipment timeline, terus ada gosowong end of day, sama equipment availability untuk kita sering mengevaluasi performance alat kita sama operator kita.
В новой версии мне больше всего понравился современный интерфейс, также улучшение темного экрана для бортовых компьютеров в подземных условиях. Это позволило в будущем сотрудникам в ночные смены качественнее реагировать на любые отклонения и удобства в пользовании системой.
They always had the time to just explain it to me, and then I could just pass that knowledge on to my team.
Mereka cukup support, sangat support dengan kendala-kendala yang kita hadapi.
В целом мы оцениваем качество работы Micromine достаточно эффективным и оперативным.
Mungkin hari ini kita belum mampu untuk operation underground, kita belum mampu bisa melihat aktivitas alat di dalam underground. Beberapa tahun ke depan mungkin kita sudah bisa saksikan.
Программное обеспечение Питрам перспективно для горной отрасли. Я думаю, оно будет использоваться на всех предприятиях Казахстана.
I think the future of mining is definitely autonomous, GPS tracking.
Mudah digunakan.
Качество.
Надежно.
Friendly.
Hi, I'm Derek. I've been with Micromine for 9 years. Today, I'll be covering off on GeoBank 2021, the latest release of our GeoBank product. GeoBank is Micromine's geological information management system. When an exploration or mining company invests in a drilling or geochemical sampling program, the outcome is not refinable ore, it is information. This is used to decide whether mining is viable or not. This information is thus the most valuable resource for this phase or iteration of a mining cycle. GeoBank provides a secure and flexible means to collect, validate, store, process and manage this data and its associated workflows. The GeoBank suite of products includes GeoBank Mobile, which focuses on data collection, and GeoBank, which we're discussing today. Our numerous large and small customers use GeoBank because of its distinctive strength in flexible workflows, particularly those related to coal and base metals. In addition to the fundamentals such as central storage, reporting, data transfer, GeoBank is a great way to ensure data follows a rigorous validation and approval process. Unapproved data is isolated from approved data. This is important because decisions must be based on tested and approved data. GeoBank's Form Designer tool was introduced in the GeoBank 2020 release earlier this year. This has been further enhanced in GeoBank 2021, which also introduced apps. Apps are built-in tools which help you carry out common workflows. Micromine listens carefully to you in order to understand the pain points in your business processes and to partner with you in solving these. Being able to efficiently measure the quality of grades and assays is fundamental to the sampling processes. We've heard your requests for richer assay loading rules and have delivered these in GeoBank 2021. Now, the same pattern match for lab sample identifiers can be used in multiple rules to deliver different automated decisions based on the type of the related sample. Additionally, rules can be sequenced to ensure the business intent is accurately and consistently applied. With these richer rules, you rid yourself of manual tasks and have more time to invest your expertise elsewhere. On a typical mine, your on-site lab may return results for 2 or 3 sample batches in a day, and your sample manager may spend half an hour every day loading the results. With our sample tracker's richer rules, this task is reduced to a few minutes or even automated.
150 hours saved over the course of the year could translate into more time spent on QA/QC analysis, giving greater confidence to your grades. Let's talk about geophysics. Aligning manual logs to wireline data using GeoBank's depth adjuster is a process which requires a careful and methodical approach to honor and interpret the data. When adjusting a drill hole log to align with the geophysics data, it's vital that the significant intervals retain their thickness, particularly those representing drill core. Wouldn't it be good if the depth adjust tool could highlight which intervals will be changed? Well, thanks to your feedback, GeoBank 2021 now has new color-based warnings for precisely that purpose. This assists in confirming adjustments are correct before they affect the data. To illustrate this, let's take the example of traffic lights in Eastern Europe or Russia, which show the orange light both before and after the green. In a similar way, a correct adjustment in the depth adjuster will be where the orange highlighted intervals are the ones just above and just below the section of significant intervals. It's now easy to see that the interval thicknesses in the section of significance are preserved, giving confidence for the changes to be applied to the data. Another feature we've introduced after listening to you is the way that Plan View and SiteList interact. Frequent selection of drill holes in irregular geographic arrangement on a GeoBank Plan View has been a workflow one of our coal clients has had to perform in a secondary application. With the Plan View polygon selector they requested, this task can now be carried out without leaving GeoBank. The polygon selector allows you to draw a polygon and then select the drill holes within its bounds to interactively create or update a site list using the enhanced connector. In turn, the defined site list can be used to focus the contents of a report or process onto the drill holes that matter, bringing clarity and reducing clutter. I'd like to highlight a few of the other new functions in GeoBank 2021. For Australian mining or exploration leaseholders, the new MRT reporting app will ensure that annual regulatory reporting takes less time with a lower risk of errors, as your data stored in GeoBank is automatically transcribed by the app into the required templates ready for submission. Our Russian customers have already expressed interest in something similar for their region. Time-saving enhancements have been brought into graphic reports and exports. In the Depth Adjust ribbon, there's now a button to reverse the save order, which can be used to avoid interval clashes when adjusting a log downwards. In the configuration of a Depth Adjust process, a new option to group display panels with the adjustable panels has been introduced. This makes it simple to display panels such as a secondary attribute adjacent to its adjustable counterpart, making it easy for you to associate related information. GeoBank's always been great as an interface to help people interact with data. The Form Designer took this to a new level by giving you a way to build exactly the interfaces you need. In GeoBank 2021, the range of applications which GeoBank Forms can be used for has broadened with the design shortcuts and other tools added in this release. As mentioned earlier, flexibility is a fundamental part of our value proposition. Flexibility enables you to achieve more in your own unique way. The results can be spectacular. We're experiencing a growing level of engagement from you as excitement grows around the possibilities enabled by the Form Designer. We're seeing workflows being further simplified, customers identifying ways they can provide their staff with the information needed to accurately and quickly make correct process decisions, and the crafting of workflows to easily identify the information sets which require attention and those which are already valid and complete. These are just some of the GeoBank tools which lend themselves to the principle that structured, well-planned approach to process yields efficient, accurate, and repeatable outcomes. A professional, collaborative, and consistent approach to the discovery of ore body knowledge is indispensable for modern mining and exploration companies. Geobank is an essential companion to your team as you seek to transform speculation into a viable, funded project. In summary, an important theme of this release has been to bring in little changes which are a big help to your workflows. Geobank has always focused on enabling you to carry out your workflows and processes in your way rather than dictating cookie-cutter workflows which you must adapt to. It is this flexibility that our customers have grown to love. The introduction of Geobank apps has opened the door for a broader range of ready-to-use tools and configurations to be introduced into Geobank. Just like a gymnast has many routines mastered through practice, apps are likely to become the bedrock for common tasks. We value your feedback, and so that we can understand your needs, we conduct regular user group meetings to ensure we stay relevant and continue to grow. A special thanks go to you, our valued customers, who give us ongoing feedback and help us make the products what they are today.
Okay, that's it from us today. What an incredible day of Micromine announcements. I really hope you've enjoyed this event as much as I have. As you've seen, we've continued innovating across our product suite. I think you'll agree we pushed all of our platforms forward in some amazing new ways. I can't wait to hear about your experiences from across the globe. Finally, I know you're all interested to know how you can get the 1-month free trial of Micromine 2021. Simply visit our website and register your details. Thanks again and have a great day.